Okay, I think we may be running. Good. Okay, so we're talking about essays. Essay number 1 is looking at this thing, page 14. Why did Parsons, remember him, synthesize the ideas of Durkheim and Weber? Is this synthesis of any use to us today? Okay, so what is this essay about? Well, obviously you can interpret it in a number of different ways, but largely what we're getting at is that we're aware that on the one hand we have Parsons, who is a person who's a grand theorist who wants to join up ideas, one thing with another. Okay, let's leave him for a moment. We've got Durkheim and we have Weber. Durkheim had a theory of how society works, of how human behaviour, human belief systems, as it were, relate to that social order. And so Durkheim gives us a very macro viewpoint, which is very attractive to somebody like Parsons. It shows how human behaviour in some way pulls together, coordinates, despite all the differences, and works to bring the ship home, as it were. Society being a kind of like a ship, a modern liner. Everyone's on it, got their jobs, got their roles, got their functions. Passengers, officers, deckhands, everyone has their own roles, and the ship is going off and we all know where it's going. And Durkheim gives this wonderful picture of the macro social order, very attractive. However, doesn't explain individual behaviour, doesn't explain how agents set about their work and what kind of personal meanings they attach to things. And so Parsons is also very attracted to the micro-sociological ideas of individual activity and how human agents create meaning, create the social world around them. So Parsons integrates these two ideas into one grand theory of human individual action on the one hand and society, norms, consensus, and all the other things that integrate individuals with the social order and each other. And so we have this grand theory of everything. However, does this all stand up today? Does the model of social order, the wonderfully tightly cohesive kind of model of society and the individual's place in it, does it fit together in 2009, given all the kind of social change that we've seen over the 20th and 21st centuries so far? Does the model still stand up? So it's your judgment. First point is, why and how does Parsons want to synthesize Durkheim and Weber? What's attractive about this? What elements of their approach does he want to bring together? Is he successful in his grand theory of everything? And if he is successful and does produce a model of society for the 1930s, is that model still relevant today? If not, why not? And you have all of the critiques and all of the issues dealing with social change that we discussed in part 1 of Socky 2031. So I thank you for your time, and I will now in another video pass on to the next question. Thank you very much.